What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big John and G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Alright, so good to see everyone. This is another Midday Monologue Monday that we are doing. And this, I realized that, we've crossed into 2019. It's, January's almost ending. And I realized that this marks our second full year on YouTube. So I'm going to go down to the table and talk about that quickly. I talk about what we've been doing and what's coming up. And then we're going to be moving on to some other stuff this week I think you're going to like. But for right now, I'll see you all down at the table. Birthday, so to speak. What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? To your buddy Big John and G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. So welcome back here. Welcome down to the table for this Midday Monologue Monday. So yeah, happy birthday of sorts. This is January now, so we've kind of hit our second full year mark here on YouTube, and I think we've been doing pretty good. Maybe we can do a little bit better, but then again, I always think we could be doing a little bit better. I'm kind of my worst critic, as anyone should be. So I wanted to say, thanks. I'm not doing this alone. Big thanks to Tommy V. Big thanks to the 20-Sided Warriors, T-Bone, Ryman, Oregon Al, the 20-Sided Warriors behind the scenes that you don't really get to see a lot, like our man Steve, like our man Rob, great special thanks to all of them. More than half of this, they probably would never see without them, right, Fu? Special thanks to Fu Manchu. That's a special thanks actually to our friend Phaedra. Fu was a gift to us from her after a trip to London. She found him at a restaurant, and he made his way here to America and has been with us ever since. So I want to apologize because the very tail end of this past year, I've really slowed down a lot on my placement of video drops on the non-YouTube sites, on Instagram, on Facebook. I've been really lax on Twitter about updating when I have a feed, and I have nothing to say other than I'm sorry about that, and I want to try to get back to the way I was. I want to try to be a little bit more, right there with all of you, letting you know when things happen, right, Fu? And that's my own fault because I've been working on this overtime. I keep trying to get ahead of schedule, and then I get a few days, almost a week ahead of schedule, and then something happens and I lose 3 or 4 days of filming, and I'm back down to scratch almost. So it's been a little bit tough, and because of that, my rushing has kind of taken away from some of the advertising side, I guess you would call it. So I want to get back into that. I want to be a little bit more active on Twitter again, and maybe Facebook. Ended up liking Twitter better than Facebook, but I want to try to get back out there is my point. So I'm sorry I haven't been telling everyone about all of my drops. So why don't we just start with what's gone on this week? Since this is the point moving forward, I want to change. Why don't we talk about what's went on this last week? Because I did, as promised, I've been pretty much consistently able to drop a video a day. So everyone has a new 2GP to check out, albeit some of them have been very late at night here. Where when we drop them, it's from New York City, so Eastern Standard Times. So judging by our time frame, yeah, some of them have gotten up right around midnight or a little bit after midnight, but it's still always averaged out for the last several weeks, or maybe a month or more, for a video a day a week. It still averages out to that, and I'm happy I've been able to stay on top of that for everyone. So this week that I have not been able to advertise, and if you've missed anything, this is just going to be real quick. All right, fool, I'll move over here near to you so you can see the list too. So it might be something that we did that you missed and you might want to check out. And then I'll give you a quick little update of what's coming up this week. And then we'll see what else. Maybe contest talk or something. I don't know. He doesn't know anything. All right. So starting a week ago, from when I'm filming this, last Sunday, we did a slideshow gaming of Osprey Games' London, which is a card-based game where you are trying to buy properties and build properties after the Great Fire of 1666. And as we found out every time we've played this game, and Fu laughs at us all the time, mocks us. Managing poverty in that game is borderline Lovecraftian level madness. It's just non-stop. But we did a slideshow of that, and I was really happy with that. We followed that last week with our Monday monologue talking about our contest announcement. It was a little bit late coming in, but after some false starts, we got a game for you. And if you haven't checked that out, quick little picture. Yeah, the game we ended up doing the slideshow for became, what luck was that? Was that luck? Became the game to gift away for this month, London by Osprey Games. We get to talk about that. If you want to know about that game and you want to get involved with possibility of winning this contest, then go check that video out. It's really simple, really simple. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, I talked about a game that is part of a game line that had not really come up in a lot of conversations on video before, right, Fu? And that was a Munchkin-based game. And the particular one I was talking about is the only Munchkin-based game that really has kept my interest. If someone wants to play Munchkin, this is the one I go for. This is my first grab for Munchkin now, you know what I mean? And that is the Marvel Munchkin. I love it. I love the artwork, and I loved talking about that for Tabletop Takeout Tuesday last week. We did a What's in the Pixies box on Wednesday, and Fu was really excited about that because he's an old wrestling fan. And he was very excited. He's an old fan of Mr. Fuji, of course. But oddly enough, also The Undertaker. Didn't see that one coming. Always keeps me guessing. So we ended up doing the unboxing for Super Show Takedown, which is a fixed deck card-based system. You build your deck. It's deck building using a fixed deck. You don't have to keep going out and buying new decks. It has one fixed deck that comes with the game for the wrestlers. Each wrestler has three cards that have the specialty moves, and the rest of that you build from the fixed deck. And each of the boxes had two, right? Fook had two wrestlers in each box, and so we did a little unboxing of that, and a play mat that came with it, and a couple of extra wrestlers on the side, and it looks really exciting. We haven't had a chance to throw that down on the table yet, but it looks really nice. Decent artwork, good artwork. It kind of draws you in a little bit and very thematic. If you want to go check that game out. Thursday we had a double. We did a double drop on Thursday. We did both a Big Johnny G, You Set Me Up, along with Big Johnny G's How to Play, and we did that for Dice and Dragons. I actually came right down to the moment we were filming. We didn't know what was going on yet. We had a couple of ideas. that was really fun because that's a good fun game, and actually I'm going to be talking about that later in the week, actually. So we did those two drops on Thursday, right, Fu? And Friday we did a Friday night filler. It was a grudge match, solo showdown grudge match, where I took on Friday once again. The game has beaten myself and Tommy V once each on camera, and I wanted to give it another shot. I'm not telling you how that turns out. Go check it out. It's a really fun solitary game, and it doesn't take that long to play. And we followed that Saturday with another live. The Friday Night Filler was live, and Saturday we did a live Pixie playthrough of another new game, well, new-ish. I got it a few months ago from the Kickstarter, and been dying to play it. We didn't have the chance, and finally it was just like, you know what, it's just the four of us. Let's put this down and learn this game. And that was Coma Ward. Coma Ward was fantastically fun. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this game some more. I can't wait to show this game off some more. By everything epic, this game was everything and epic. So far. And so that's why on Sunday I did a Sunday slideshow of Coma Ward. Who knows? He helped me edit it. And that brings us to today. So this week, you want to look forward to, we got some very interesting videos, I think, coming up this week. Follow with our normal shows. So for our normal Midday Monologue Monday, which you're watching right now, I don't have to tell you about. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Let me say this. It is a very fun, very interesting game, obviously, which is why it's made it to the Tabletop Takeout list. And this is a game of the art of losing a hand over a story. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. A little mystery here. What am I talking about? Tune in tomorrow and find out for that Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be followed by sort of a double unboxing. Well, it's not an unboxing. Well, one's an unboxing. It starts off, my friends, is what I'm saying, with an unboxing. And that is going to be an unboxing of Return to the Night of the Zealots. This is an expansion for the Arkham Horror card game. And that's going to be followed by something attached to it. I'm not going to say what right now. It's not really an unboxing, but you'll see what I mean. So that two-parter is going to be dropping on Thursday, if everything works out right. Sometimes life happens and things change. That will be leading right into Friday Night Filler, and all I'm going to tell you about that right now, my friends, that's going to be a grudge match. Grudge match! Grudge match! I'm taking it down. You don't know what it is yet. You'll find out. And I'm taking it down. It's going to be fun. Saturday, we are looking at... Oh, how did I miss this on Thursday? See, this is why I got the list. I did mention, you're right, Thursday. I had to check the list after you whispered something. Thursday is going to be part 1 of 2 of Big Johnny G's 5 favorite. This is 10 favorite. I'm breaking it into 2 parts. And what can I tell you about this? I want to leave a little mystery here. These can be best summed up as things I can't handle. Things I can't handle. Yeah, that's going to be part 1. Thursday's going to be part 1 of that. Part 2 is going to drop Saturday. That's why I just realized to go back and mention that to you since I finished Friday and I was looking at Saturday. He was whispering things in my ear. I can't understand what he's mumbling half the time. Now, I'm also hoping Saturday there may be a non-live Pixie playthrough. That's up in the air. I gotta see what I get that materializes around that. But at the very least, you'll have the part 2 of that 10 favorite, 5 and 5. Keeping the number and the name right there. Big Johnny G's 5 favorite, part 1 and part 2. But that makes it sound like there's only 5 and there's 10. You understand. You got it. And then, of course, Sunday there'll be a slideshow. Be a slideshow Sunday after that. So, there is the basic schedule, if nothing changes, that you have to look forward to for the upcoming week. Now, looking beyond the upcoming week, we are hoping that within the next month or 2, I'm obviously making sure there's no rush on this, because once you start rushing an art project, it's going to get ruined. But we are planning on the great collaboration between us and Golf Wolf, right? Yeah. For the animated version of this. Our sort of hit podcast there, Stormtrooping with Unit 13, Tales from the Empire. Now, this is 18 and older, which is why the only thing I really advertise here usually is the edited version. I only have episode 1 edited up so far, with the language edited out. But this is going to be fun. This is going to be short animated snippets. It's not going to be the entire episode 1, the entire episode 2, entire episode 3. We're going to be taking some of the best snippets from episode 1 in chronological order, hopefully, and presenting it that way. It's going to save time. It's going to make effort a little bit easier, and it's still going to be able to get a good product out there. Especially, we're cutting it down to some of the funniest moments. That's going to help also. So if you like Star Wars, if you like laughs, jokes, spoofs, look forward to this coming up. That should be dropping in the next month or two. But like I said, we're not rushing anything. It wants to be good. And that's really the biggest thing coming up this year. There might be a couple of new shows starting up, but that's about it. Anything else you can think of, Foo? No, that's about it for me, too. All right, thank you everyone for coming over here and clicking on that button and watching the video. Thank you for liking, for subscribing. Thank you so much for sharing our videos. Thank you for checking us out on Facebook. As you know, we're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter. So go check those out and see what we're doing over there, because half the time we don't know what we're doing over there. And for everyone that's gone over to the Zazzle store, the Two Gun Pixie Zazzle store, and checked out some of our merch there, boom! Thank you. Thank you so much for being cool, checking that out. Notice that there's been a few sales. Actually, so far this month, the #1 sale item is our Potion of Healing. That's actually the #1 item that's moving so far this month. So, I don't know, go check it out. A lot of other people seem to like it. Maybe you'll like it. Well, I like you checking us out. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. The Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and I and Foo are out of here. That was pretty good. That's a good episode. Yeah, thanks for being here.